From the time I was first introduced to the LT Wright GNS 3 years ago, I had one question on my mind. Which was better, the LT Wright GNS in Saber or the LT Wright GNS in Scandi? My name is Jude, and I'm hoping to answer that question for you. Welcome to SurvivoTek. Here they are, the LT Wright GNS in Saber and the LT Wright GNS in Scandi. Now I own both of them, as you can see. One of them is a red wall special, if any of you know what that means. Basically, I ordered it custom, so LT Wright made it for me. This is rustic brown handles with zombie green handle liners, and this is the Hidden Woodsmen LT Wright Special Anniversary Edition, Second Edition, whatever. This one has Ranger green liner or handles and coyote brown liners. Not important. We're not talking about the handle. We're only talking about the blade itself. They both have the same exact steel, 01 tool steel, but the only thing that I'm interested in is the difference in the grind. The Scandinavian grind is over here on my right, and the Saber grind is over here on my left. You can see the difference. We're going to try to keep talking as limited as possible in this video, and we're only going to talk about its performance. And hopefully by the end, you can make a decision about which one you should be purchasing. I'm going to get off the dirt now. Got myself a really, really thin cottonwood stick. This is dead, dried, but let's just see performance-wise. Starting with the Saber, how does it handle feathering on some dry cottonwood? And just like that, and very quickly, I'm going to try to reach around and hit my focus button. There we go. Very quickly, the LT Wright GNS and Saber gets me some feathers that would light very easily. Now, for the Scandi grind. Pick a spot. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay, let's show you this. There it is, Scandi grind, adequate feathers. Now what we're seeing from this example is the classic, what they call the Scandinavian overbite. Basically it's so good at working with wood that sometimes it has an overbite. It just takes off more wood than you mean to, and that's why I picked a really dry, soft wood to show, okay, yes, Scandinavian grind, best for woodworking, right? Well, not if you're really trying to take very fine curls off. Sometimes the Saber grind does better, as we see in this example. Don't shoot me, bushcraft people. Not yet, anyway. Now somebody left this beautifully, horribly ugly hammock tied to this tree. So we're going to take this opportunity to test the rope cutting capability of each of these knives, this time starting with the Scandinavian grind knife. Sorry to whoever owns this. No issue whatsoever. Now granted, this is pretty dry rope. It's been out here weathering for a few days, but still gives us a really good test. Next, we're going to test the Saber grind. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do the same one. Okay. Little more effort. I must admit, there was a little more effort with the Saber than there was with the Scandi grind. This could be something having to do with the edge itself, but both of these are factory edges, believe it or not. They are. So when it comes to rope cutting, I think the Scandi grind performed a little better. Mainly I think the edge itself is more fine-tuned because it is one single bevel. So generally, it's a little bit of a thinner edge. I'm going to try to get out of this hammock. It's really rickety and uncomfortable when I'm on the ground. Next, we're going to do something that you might call the press test. In this case, I'm going to take this stick right here and press into it with each of the knives. This is not going to test the handle at all because they both have slightly different handles. What it's going to do is kind of give us an idea of how the blade's edge performs when it's just pressed into a piece of wood. Why is this important? You might do some of this kind of stuff when you're making a bow drill set. Let's start this time with the Saber grind. One good press. Straight over top of it. No rocking, just a press. 10. Okay, I counted to 10. I'm going to do the same thing with the Scandi grind. I gotta stop looking at the viewfinder. I gotta look over here at the actual lens. All right, count to 10. Ready? Straight over. I forget how I had my legs. Like this? No, I had them straight up. All right, 10. Let's take a look at these. So this is the Scandi grind, and this is our Saber grind. Scandi, Saber. And if you examine them, it does look to me as if the Saber grind made a deeper, or the Saber grind is a wider wedge, whereas the Scandi grind is a thinner, deeper wedge. Do the same thing. This time we're going to rock. Once again, Saber grind first, right next to the other one. There's 12 rocks. Okay. Scandi grind. All right. Tell you what, they're looking pretty similar to me. Okay, we have straight in, rocking, Saber, Scandi. I would say the Scandi did go a little deeper. The Saber once again went wider. I don't know what this test proves. You can extrapolate whatever you want. On to the next one. It's starting to get really kind of windy and gray. Kind of nice actually. Much cooler than it was earlier. On this test, I'm going to see about how long it takes me to get through each one, basically just slicing off wood. Uh-oh. I don't know this person. We're going to take slices off the wood and just see how long it takes us to get through something a little thicker. Starting with the Scandi this time. Let's try right here. This, I think, is where the Scandi overbite is really going to come in handy. Ooh. Let's see if that goes. Yeah, Saber grind. There's some big raindrops coming. I'd say that's about the same amount of effort, and that's all I got. when it comes to digging into wood, nothing's as good as a Scandi in my opinion. Where I could barely make headway with the Saber, this Scandi is just chewing through it like nothing. Look at that. Oh, kneecap. So far, with our few tests, we've done some feather sticking, in which I thought the Saber grind made the much finer curls. We cut some rope. I thought the Scandi did way better on the rope cutting. Maybe not way better, but definitely noticeably better. We did some pressing into wood. Again, the Scandi grind went deeper, the Saber grind went wider, and then we did some heavy duty cutting through wood to try to make it all the way through some thick stuff. And with those, hands down, Scandi grind is king on that. So this is all outdoor stuff that you could be testing. You know, let's say you're buying a knife like this for the outdoors. These are kind of the things you're going to be doing. The only other test that I can think of is in the kitchen, cutting up food. I don't even need to think about that one. I know the Saber grind is going to be better. I've used both before. In my videos you've seen it. Saber grind generally, because of its thinner profile, gets through food quite a bit better. So those are my tests, and it's about to rain, so I'm going to close out this video. Look at the storm cloud overhead. I love it. It's about time we get some rain. Anyway, so in conclusion, here's my opinion. Don't murder me if you have a different opinion. First off, if you're looking for your traditional bushcraft knife that you basically take into the woods, carve things with, do your bushcrafty stuff, get the Scandi grind. GNS and Scandi probably be one of the best knives you ever own. If you are looking for an all-around camp knife that you can do everything else with, as well as some of the bushcrafty stuff with, if you can only afford one, get the Saber grind. That is my opinion. They're both exceptional blades made by an exceptional company. You can't go wrong either way. But me personally, I have both because they're for different tasks. One is specific to woodworking, bushcrafting, things like that. And the other is just an all-around great knife. Thanks so much for watching. Leave your comments in the description. Which one would you prefer? Which one do you own? And let me know what you think about this video here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.